of what life is all about. I don't want to just be able to deal with church individuals. I want to be able to deal with life itself. And so tonight, on episode one, I have phenomenal guests tonight that I have invited to be with me and to engage on a deep conversation that we don't have. And so let me introduce my guests, and then I'll give you the topic of what we're going to be dealing with tonight. All right? My first guest is the prophet himself. He's from the Powerhouse International Ministries, and he's going to deal with the spiritual part of what we're going to be talking about, and that's Prophet Charles Thomas.
Thank you, Prophet.
That's one of the guests, and I promise you, if you listen to him tonight, I promise you, your life would not be the same. Then I have my good friend. On tonight. So I had to bring someone that understand how it feel in a society where you are called to lead in a whole new place. I mean, in a whole new place. This is a businessman. God have blessed him. He's an entrepreneur, and he's going to hit areas that you probably been asking questions about, but had no idea who to go to. Yes, my boy Tashawn is on this show tonight. I'm telling you, he's on this platform tonight. So it's about to be crazy. It's about to be crazy, all right? And so I want you all to tune in. Do me a favor. Right before we start talking, won't you just tag and share real quick and let them know Let's Talk with The Rock is on the air. I'm telling y'all, it's about to be crazy. It's about to be bananas. And so loosen up. I know you got your popcorns all out. I know you at work. Go on and take that 30-minute break right now. Tell your boss, I need my lunch break right now because I need to listen to what they're talking about. I need to listen to this conversation, all right? So listen. Let's get right to it. Let's get right to it. Let's get right to it. We're going to be dealing with tonight depression in the leaders. Do leaders actually deal with depression? Do leadership actually deal with depression? I know everybody think that the leaders should have it all, and they should have no worries, and everything should be good because they're carrying everything and everybody's watching them. But how many people have ever had that conversation? How many leaders, watch this, have someone they can actually talk to? Normally, we don't know that until they have experienced a breakdown. So I want to deal with that tonight, depression in the leaders. I want to deal with that tonight, and I want to start with Prophet Charles Thomas. I want you to, if you can, touch on that word depression among the leaders in the church. Let's just start with the church, and let's just see where this comes from. Let's just see that.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Prophet, for having me on
Yes.
this platform. I just, in dealing with depression, we have to understand the definition of depression to be able to understand what we're dealing with and what we're facing on a day-to-day basis. Here's a definition. It says a group of conditions associated with the elevation or lowering of person's mood, such as depression or bipolar disorder.
Come on.
And there are like three realms of depression, and one of them mainly dealing with clinical depression. And in clinical depression, there are so many attributes of clinical depression. So I want to say that in clinical depression, there is it's a defiant enemy. It's silent. It's subtle.
Wow.
It's cunning. It can catch you when you least expect it. It's so subtle. It's so slick. And as leaders in the body of Christ, we fail to grab a hold to the idea, can I possibly be suffering from depression? And we think because we're in leadership that we're immune to depression.
Right.
But depression in of itself, there's some preludes, if you will, dealing with depression, because if you do not grab a hold to it before the appointed time, what happens is it's almost as if it's a recipe for disaster.
Oh my God.
Let me explain. Let me explain. I have to explain this because
I love it.
Depression, it doesn't care about your position. It doesn't care about how much money you have. It doesn't care about
Come
your
on.
status
Now you're
or
talking.
anything.
There you go.
Depression is real, and when we deal with ministry, a reason why we have so many suicide attempts and so many suicide successes simply because depression is something that we overlook.
Woo.
One of the things I know about depression is that depression, you can't whoop it with a bat. You can't, you can't whoop it with a bat. And I don't care how much you pray in tongues, and I don't care how much you fast and pray. There's sometimes when the spirit of depression will enter a man, that it can take him further than he want to go and make him pay more than he can afford.
Woo.
But the journey of the first step of being delivered from depression is I first got to realize and know the attributes or the symptoms of depression.
Oh my God. Wait a minute. Hold on. Now, you just took us into another area. Hold on. The symptoms of depression. Wow.
Yes.
Now, one wouldn't even realize that there are symptoms of depression. In other words, there's signs that shows depression.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God.
Sir.
Let me just ask you this. Since you opened it up, and I'm going to move to Pastor Gavin. Can smiling faces then tell lies?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So can you actually be depressed but still happy?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And
so depression don't have a look, but it has symptoms.
It has symptoms. It has symptoms, and it's just like a common cold. If you ignore those symptoms that let you know that a common cold is arrived, and if you neglect them, you are in trouble.
Woo!
And oh God, and so this is why when we talk about leadership, we talk about the body of Christ, we're trying to cast out spirits of depression. First of all, spirits of depression are really, watch this. You can't really cast out a spirit of depression.
Come on, you about to open it up. Here we go. Here we go.
Really cast it out.
Here we go.
The Bible says through knowledge, the just shall be delivered. So we need to know, we need to have the knowledge of the spirit of depression and how to stay free from it.
Wow. Yeah. So would it be safe to say, I promise I'm moving to the next one. Come on. Would it be safe? No, this is deep. Yeah. Would it be safe to say that we get so caught up in the spirit realm and we call something a demon when some things need to be counseled?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Yeah. There it is. There it is.
Because you can't cast it out.
No, sir. No, sir.
You need a couch.
Yes, sir.
No, and we as believers don't talk about that enough. That most people, it's not dealing with a demon. They dealing with some secret hurt,
Yes.
pain.
Yes.
Watch this.
Yes.
That only developed
Yes, sir.
into depression.
Yes, sir.
Because I had no outlet.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I had nobody
Yeah.
to talk to. I had nobody to lean on because I'm the leader. So I have to supply all the need. I'm the leader. So I'm the one counseling everybody.
Yes.
But who's counseling? Pastor Gavin, come on. Come, you got to come in now. You have to come in now, and I'm gonna hit Tasha. You have to come in now because this thing just shifted over because we don't just deal with depression in the church. They dealing with depression in their family.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Leaders of the family. Come on,
Sir.
touch on that.
Well, thank you for having me. First of all, let me say that.
Yes,
Prophet,
sir.
Appreciate you. Love you. I think it's interesting that as kids growing up, as a man, my father always, when something would happen, rather than addressing the problem, he would always say, "You're a man. Get up. You can handle it." If you cut yourself, he would say, "Dust yourself off.
Yes, sir.
You can handle it."
Yes, sir.
And I think as growing up, as a black man, let me speak from my perspective, as a leader of my family, growing up with that thought that every time something happened, I just sweep it under the rug, has put us in position.
Man, you talking.
Whereas fathers and men who have had the opportunity to say, "I'm all right." And I'm discovering that how can you lead your house effectively always saying you are right? Because the reality of it is none of us are all right all of the time. And at the end of the day, we're expected to walk strong. We're expected to have our chest stuck out as men.
Yes.
Because that was what we were taught.
Yes.
You get yourself up. You tell yourself, "I'm all right." And the problem we have now is because as men, like you said, it ain't about saying I'm all right. I need to sit on the couch and let somebody hear about what I'm not all right about. Because the problem is, if I'm going to be all right, I've got to be honest about not being all right. Come on. And that's the challenge that men have because we always feel like, because we've been taught to say, "Oh, I'm good."
You
know what I'm saying? I'm good. I'm cool. I'm a man.
Yeah.
Now watch this. And because I don't want to just make it about us, but there are some ladies, some women who lead household as single mothers.
Yes.
And those women battle with stuff just like we did.
Yes.
And because they had to become hard shelled, they
Yes.
always do like we do. Always saying, "I'm right, all right," when they're really not all right. That's why they can't keep no man, because they're not all right. Every time something looks like what it used to be, it makes them draw back.
Come
and that's not
on.
always the intention, but the reality of it is, if we're going to have a solid and a sound family, we've got to stop being all right with not being all right.
Oh my God.
I think that's our challenge as leaders and as family members, mothers and fathers, because I ain't gonna say nothing wrong with a single parent home. I know a lot of people that are successful in that state, but that mama had to have a certain attitude. I ain't gonna say there's nothing wrong with a father being in the house, but we have to find a way, as you said, to move past just being all right. Sometimes it takes me to get on the couch and say, "Hey, look, Rock, I ain't doing good today, man. You got a couple minutes?" And not feel like you're going to judge me or like I'm less than a man because I'm calling saying, "Rock, I need to talk."
Come on.
So who helps the tow truck when it breaks down?
Look at this. Look at this.
So
What?
yeah, that's that whole lingo, and language is interesting to me because it takes us to a different space. And and I'm glad you're addressing depression.
Yes.
First of all,
Yes.
that was awesome. That was that was awesome. Okay, that definition was awesome. I'm glad God gave you the mindset to address not just in the church, because we do wrestle, but even in families. And some of us, we find ourselves at a place where you're right. My home is messed up because I messed up.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. Listen, I love the part. Listen, I love that. It's all right
Yeah.
to say, I'm not all
I'm
right.
not all right.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. That, yeah, we're gonna come back to that. Let me pause. Let me pause for station identification because this already starting out good. And so I'm going to need you all that's watching all over the world. I need for you to make sure that this show is not cut off. This show is fully produced, and this is all out of pocket. But we're praying to God that a sponsor is watching right now.
Yes.
That God is going to allow you to say, I want to keep this going because people need to have real conversation. In fact, all of you that's watching right now, all 180 of you all that's watching right now, if you can, I want you to pause real quick and take 60 seconds to sow into this ministry. Yes, this is a ministry to be able to deal with real pain. If we've blessed you thus far, I want you to sow a seed right now. The ways to give is on the screen. I want you to keep this show going. Let us know. Listen, Pastor Rock, we want to keep this show going because we've enjoyed the first 25 minutes of this show already. And this just episode 1. And you ain't even heard the rest of what we're going to talk about. I'm telling you, keep it going. Keep this show going. And let's make sure that, watch this, God will touch you. Watch this, because of our conversation. Yes. God is going to heal you. In fact, he's healing somebody right now. Yes. He's touching you right now. As a leader, you thought God forgot about you.
Wow.
Oh, but God let you know tonight that I have not forgotten about you.
Yes.
I know you dealing with something, and I am meeting your need right now. So you start sowing that seed. Now let's go back. Let's go back because I still got Tyshawn.
Yeah.
And this is crazy because he's around people in an area that we're not around most of the time.
Yeah.
And God have put him in a business where it's almost like a couch.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, see?
Yes,
It's almost like a couch. Because growing up, when we were growing up, teenagers, when we went to the barbershop, you talked about every day at the barbershop. The barbershop was like an outlet. But here's the problem. All the barbers that was in there was answering questions for us.
Yes, sir.
But after we left, who was there to ask questions for them? We never thought of it.
Yeah.
I got one here tonight. I have one here tonight. Very successful. God has blessed him with his own business. Come on, Tasha. Go on and just share with us from your point of view in the area that you're in. Come on, share with us.
So, I'm not gonna lie, I don't got over here and I don't got stirred up. And I know I'm supposed to be coming from the barber perspective.
Oh, no, you good.
I gotta
you good.
touch on what
you
I
good.
heard,
you
what I'm saying,
good.
thus far. And so I gotta go spiritual a little bit because y'all talked about that and y'all talked about, that some things you just not gonna be able to pray and fast yourself, out of. Now the Bible does say, these things.
Yeah.
Fast and praying and
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But everybody don't know how to do that and whatnot. And one of the things that I think about and that I deal with and that I teach all the time is choice. There's a song, and I know y'all know this old song. I've decided to follow Jesus. I've decided to follow him. It's a choice.
Come on.
Not saying that it's going to feel good all the time, you know what I'm saying? But it's a choice.
It's a choice.
It's a choice that you make.
Yeah.
So a lot of things, a lot of decisions, a lot of things that we deal with, it all really boils down to becoming a choice.
Yes.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? What are you going to do with it?
Wow.
So then, even, piggybacking off of all of that, being a barber, being an entrepreneur, being a business owner, all that great stuff, even with dealing with a lot of people don't realize when you are in a leadership, and I am the HNIC when it come down to my shop. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't realize that certain things that you do hurt me. So you can be in leadership, or what the case may be, and everybody expects you to deal with everything, you know what I'm saying, appropriately. And everybody expects you to deal with everything professionally.
Opening up something.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody expect you to deal with things as the big brother, the leader, you know what I'm saying, the manager, the business owner, and all that great stuff or whatnot, but not realizing, you know what I'm saying, that when you did this and that, it hurt me.
Wow.
Come on now.
But that's what a lot of times in our community, and I'm just go ahead and say, you know what I'm saying, our black community, we lack telling people that I'm hurt. I'm hurt. When you did this and that, we react in anger, but really we hurt.
Wow.
And really, what we should be conveying, instead of us reacting in our anger, instead of us responding in our anger, we should responding to say, and it really, you know what I'm saying, softens the blow a hell of a lot bit. When you say, and I'm not saying that I'm perfect and that I dealt with it the right way all the time, but I at least try to, especially with my independent contractors inside my shop. I try to let them know, like, when you did this and that, that didn't feel good.
Wow. That's it. That's good communication.
That didn't feel good.
Come on.
That hurt me.
That's good.
Come on.
I know it don't seem like hurt to you, and it seems very minute and persnickety or what the case may be, but it actually hurt me to where I wanted to react in anger.
Wow.
I didn't want to react as a business owner.
Come on.
I didn't want to, and all the time I did not react as a business owner. I'm gonna keep it.
Wow.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. I didn't always react as the business, and I still don't sometimes.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
But still, that constant battle of fighting, you know what I'm saying, these mental breakdowns. Fighting, you know what I'm saying, depression or what the case may be, because a lot of times most of us, it's not the fact that we are depressed and we just down and out every day, all day, every day, or what the case may be, but it's because we are highly functioning, and that's what they call it, you know what I'm saying, high functioning depression. And high functioning, you know what I'm saying, mental breakdowns or what the case may be, because we always on the go. We always working. We always getting stuff done. We always been there for everybody. We always been the one that everybody call. We always dishing out money. We always doing this, that, and the other. We always setting rules. We, you know what I'm saying, we setting guidelines and all that great stuff. We're planning for the future, for everybody else, not just for ourselves, but typically we are planning all day, every day. Our minds are constantly always working, not just for ourselves, but for everybody that's around us.
Let me just cut in on this, because, and you said something that was very interesting. A lot of people don't see how leaders' depression actually start.
Come on.
Let me give you step one.
Come on.
When you enter a certain level of leadership, it actually changes how you now can respond to foolishness.
That's true.
Now watch this. Because all of us got a past.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And in your past life, you can respond how you used to respond. But when you become a leader, people don't understand. It bothers you that you almost feel bullied.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And now I gotta put my feelings on hold.
Y'all better come on.
Yes, sir.
You almost feel like a punk. Because now of who's watching you, I can't respond. So I got to go home.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And cry to myself. And most of the cry is not because I'm scared. I'm crying because I can't respond the way I want to. So now I got to ball my hurt up, dust it off, and come back and act like nothing never happened.
Can I say one thing
Woo!
about that?
Come on.
Because the thing is, what people, you know what I'm saying, don't understand, like a lot of people love to always say, well, Tyshawn, is that really gonna make you feel better if you put, you know what I'm saying, put your hands on them? And I respond all the time, man, and I just be real on this show, or whatever the case may be. No, I do feel good. Once I got my anger out and I don't did what I needed to do to you after you made me feel the way that you made me feel. After what you do, because you wasn't passive when you did what you did. You were very aggressive. You were very intentional on when you did what you did. So now when I respond back, you know what I'm saying, the way that I want to respond to what the case may be, I got to be passive.
Now, let me pause right there. I'm going to throw this question out. Because since we're here, you know, and we got almost 200 people watching us, I have to throw this question out. Come on. Can you really respond how you want to as a leader? Take it.
Let me say it. Let me dive in. Ultimately,
Come on.
it's not always beneficial
There you go.
to respond how you really want to.
Yeah.
But realistically, sometimes you do respond.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And does it help? Sometimes it does help. Because all the time, if you're stepping on my toe, I can't just keep on ignoring my toe there.
Yes.
I got to say, no, that's my foot you keep stepping on. And every now and then, I step back on yours so you'll know how it feels.
Yeah.
Respectfully. Did I say that right? Did I say that right? Respectfully, I step back on your toe so you'll know how it feels.
There you go. See?
And let me say this, and I know you can relate to this.
Yes.
I know you can relate to this. The most hurting thing, and I don't really want to go off too far, but the most hurting thing for a pastor is to have the heart of the people and doing everything you can, but the people don't have the heart of the pastor. You literally are
Man,
saying,
you about to open up something
well,
now.
I'm gonna try not to. I should stay right.
No, open it up. Open it up.
You literally,
Jesus.
what you said is the truth. You go home and you cry not because you're a punk,
Yes, yes.
but in your mind you saying, "I'm giving you everything."
Listen.
I mean, I'm not asking for something I'm not willing to give.
Yes, yes.
And then in return, can I say this? What you said, since you the pastor, you know, you did the prophet. Can I say this? Is it okay?
Yeah.
Statistics says that 85%
Listen.
of leaders and ministers
Listen.
suffer from depression.
Yes.
Listen.
Watch this.
Listen.
Yes, sir.
It says 35% of pastors
Yep.
have either considered
Yeah.
or done or had or tried to commit suicide.
Yep. Yes. That's
So
real.
out of 35% of pastors who lead people, how do we get to the place where we consider suicide? Now watch this. Out of 35%, 15% go through with it.
Yes.
Now you
No,
lead
that's
people
real. That's
on that
real.
level,
That's real.
and yet you still wrestle with dealing with your own depression. You know
Wow.
what? And you know what?
Wow.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna be myself quiet. The thing that pushes us to the place of depression is, like I said, when you're giving all you. It's like a father. Since I'm the family, it's like a father who comes home and he works 12 hours and he has to get home and be disrespected by his kids. It's like a father who works overtime
That's happening though.
and he comes
Come
home
on.
and there's no food and you've been there all day.
Wow.
Deal with the home, man.
Yeah,
Deal with it.
It makes you, it puts you in a place where you do get depressed and you start saying, I'm doing the best I can.
Listen.
And you can't even push me.
Come on. Come on.
You can't appreciate me. That's the word I should have said.
Yeah.
You can't appreciate me, even in that sense.
Oh my God.
Man, ain't nothing more hurt for a father or a mother
Listen.
to do the best you can for your kids. I'm using them because that's
Yeah.
our heart.
Yeah.
And they act like they don't even appreciate it.
Man. And what you don't understand, that mother and that father
Wow.
secretly, key word, secretly is dealing with depression.
You're right. You're right.
Now, let me just open this up because that's what I'm here for. I'm the host.
Yeah.
And it's my job to open these things up.
Come on.
I want to open this up because we don't talk about it enough. You can actually be dealing, as a leader,
Yes, sir.
you can actually deal with depression and don't even know you're dealing with it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Come on.
Yes, sir.
Come on. Come on.
I want to say, let me say this.
Come on.
Elijah,
Uh-huh.
when he was in the cave of depression, see, in leadership, especially even among prophets, if you don't mind, we don't hear too much. We don't hear the transparency of prophets, but you cannot be a prophet without being emotional.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because in the realm of the prophetic, it involves the emotion, because the emotion is what helps you to convey and transfer that power. So there's a level of emotion there that helps you to transfer that power to this intended target.
That's good.
But prophets we are some of the most emotional creatures on
Yes.
the planet.
Absolutely.
Because we're watch this here. We're under a stress test
Yes. Yes.
to perform.
All the time.
And we have to come to church, and the only thing that's going on in your mind is what you have to do and what the people want there. Yeah, prophetic. But you got these things going on personally in your mind where you're saying, what about me? It's like, you can have something that you really enjoy doing, but when the spirit of depression comes, that thing that you enjoy doing, you don't even enjoy it anymore.
Come on.
Because you're dealing with depression.
Come on, Tyshawn. Come on.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Jump in there. Jump in there.
Well, when it comes down to not even knowing, recently I just spoke out about it on Facebook and whatnot, on social media, because I was at my pastor, inside my pastor's office, and I was getting ready to cut his hair. And as I was setting up, the deacon came in and he said, Tyshawn, can I get you anything? Do you want anything? And I literally welled up behind my big old shades. I welled up in tears, and I'm just like, can I just get an orange juice? I was toe up.
Wow.
I was toe up, you know what I'm saying? And I had not realized, I didn't know why at first. I'm sitting there, I'm just like, why is this tearing me up so bad? Why am I tearing up that this man just asked me that he about to give me an orange juice? Because I want an orange juice right now.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And I realized in that moment that, man, I've been moving, I've been grooving, I've been on my grind, I've been helping out everybody. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this and that, you know what I'm saying? And not realizing that I'm dealing with so many disappointments.
Yeah.
I'm dealing with so many people, because a lot of times that's what grief and, you know what I'm saying, depression, I believe, comes from. A lot of times we're disappointed. We're disappointed by so many different people that we expect to be there.
Yes.
So many different people with y'all in church, stuff like that. Y'all expect them to do right.
Yes.
Y'all expect them to
Yes.
act right.
Yes.
Y'all expect them, you know what I'm saying, to follow order.
Yes.
Y'all expect them to be respectful to the house because y'all signed up to be here. Y'all just decided to be here, you know what I'm saying, to join. I'm sorry, I'm jumping on y'all stuff. I ain't supposed to be jumping on y'all. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's when I really realized, like, Tyshawn, there's time to take a break.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I gotta
my
go
God.
even further now.
Oh my God.
So now when you think about sand, and I realized that, you know what I'm saying, sand is really just a bunch of rocks that have been beat up and beat down to the point where it becomes something that's resilient, that's you know, plenteous, it's infinite. You know what I'm saying? It could take on so much. So now sand, you know what I'm saying, has a purpose. It keeps the water at bay. You know what I'm saying? It soaks up water for floods or whatever the case may be. But what I realized in that analogy, I think that's the word, is the fact of that sand, after it soaks up so much, it starts blocking out. I can't take in no more.
That is.
So now Tyshawn is in a season of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna help out, but I'm taking a break. I'm taking a break from some conversations.
Wow.
I'm taking a break from answering some text messages that I really just don't feel like. But Tyshawn,
Oh my God.
typically, you know what I'm saying, Tyshawn is the
Oh my
person,
God.
somebody texts you, somebody call you,
Come on.
you answer.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? These are your friends. These are
Yes.
your family.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I believe that you're supposed to be
Wow.
there.
Yes, sir.
But
Wow.
everybody ain't there, you know what I'm saying, when you need them to be. Everybody ain't showing up to the kids' birthday parties like I want them to.
Yeah.
They ain't giving to the kids like I want them to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So let me take a break. Ain't nobody watching these kids. Yeah, my kids are sitting out in the audience right now. I ain't got no babysitter.
Woo.
So now this season, what I want to do is what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
What
Wow.
I don't want to do is what I'm not going to do. And that's what helped us, you know what I'm saying,
Wow.
That's what helps us from dealing with disappointments.
Wow.
And you know what I'm saying, all these great things that lead to depression.
Man, let me take this break. Let me pause because I'm telling you, I still got some more steps to go because I want to help the people. All right, we got 212 people. They're live on here between Facebook and YouTube. They're live. And so if we helping you, I need for you to pause for the cause. I need for you to sow so that we can keep this platform going. This don't have anything to do with Hikobo Sha. We want to talk to you.
Yeah.
We want to make sure that we help you and that we can at least try to answer some of your questions.
Yeah.
So I need you to sow right now. I need you to sow. Take 60 seconds. That's all we got. 60 seconds because we got to pay bills. So I need you to sow right now into Let's Talk with The Rock. Man, it's going to be every Tuesday night for 1 hour. I want you to sow that seed. The ways to give is on the screen right now. And whatever's convenient for you, I want you to use it, all right? Sow that seed. Let me go back because, and you said something that no one tells leaders. And that's this. You need a break.
Yes.
Yeah.
There it is.
You need
There it is.
a break. Now, hear me. You need more than one.
Exactly.
Now, are you hearing me?
Exactly.
Because one thing I found out as a leader, because I went through it, one thing I found out as a leader, you love hard. And as a leader, sometimes, and now y'all talk with me, because sometimes you don't even know how to delegate.
There
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
There it is. That's the problem.
No,
That's
when
the
you
problem.
when you over something
Yes, sir.
and you have invested,
Yes. Yes.
it's hard for you to
Yes.
take a break.
Yes.
Because we don't spend enough time training somebody.
Yeah.
Now watch this. I'm going to say it, and I'll be the first one probably to ever say it. How many of our successful
Yeah.
pastors and
Yeah.
bishops, I'm talking about
Yeah.
successful,
Yeah.
have went home to be with the Lord, and the ministry died?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
They didn't delegate.
Nope.
They didn't invest. They didn't train up nobody.
Exactly.
We as leaders, if we don't take a break, we're going to break down.
There it
Yeah.
is. There it is.
Yeah.
And you need more than one vacation as a leader.
There it is.
You need
There it is.
several breaks.
There it is. There
Like
it is.
several breaks.
There it
And
is.
sometimes you got to force yourself.
That's it.
You got to make yourself say, they got it.
That's it.
They got it.
That's it.
We got to shut down. Come on. Come on.
I want to say something. When it comes down to, you know what I'm saying, leaders not having successors and all that great stuff. Like, do we realize that Jesus even said, greater work shall you do?
There you go. There you go.
He didn't say that I was the end all be all.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
it wasn't, you know what I'm saying, the fact of
Wow.
I came
Whew.
and I'm going to die for all of this, that, and the other, and I'm going to sit at the right hand of the throne and not leave, not train up nobody else.
There it is.
Not, you know what I'm saying?
Woo.
Not lead nobody else, you know what I'm
There it
saying? And
Right.
encourage anybody else to let them know, like, yeah, you next.
Yeah, yeah.
She just said, and greater work shall you do.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
So one of the questions that I like to ask, you know what I'm saying, a lot of ministers, a lot of leaders, pastors, prophets, whatever your title is today, and whatever it is tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm coming from the carnal standpoint. I can say that, right?
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? With that being said, a lot of things I like to ask, who made you better than Jesus?
See that?
Right. There
See
you
that?
Who made you bigger than Jesus?
Come on.
There you
Come
go.
on.
There you
Come
go.
on.
There you
Y'all
go.
can piggyback on
There
that.
you go.
I'm gonna say this.
Well, not only, hold on. Well, not only Jesus, who made you bigger than God?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Because even God said, and on the seventh day,
Yes,
He
sir.
rested.
He rested.
Yeah.
He
he,
rested.
he took a break.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So,
Breaks.
so if God took a break, why we still going? Okay, come on.
I believe half of our issue is that when you don't have people that you can trust.
Come on.
There you go.
Come on.
Communities.
Thanks so much that you don't always train them because most of us, I see you work. We talk about training and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
But a lot of times we we don't feel like we can trust you all the way yet. And when we can't trust you all the way yet, it's hard to take a vacation. If you can't be, and when I say trust you, that means I want to feel comfortable enough that if I give you the assignment, I give you the task, I can go home and go to sleep. I ain't got to worry about it. I know when I wake up in the morning, it's done.
Yes.
And let me just say this. I'm gonna let you jump in because here's the thing about even being depressed and getting tired. You never know when it starts.
Right. There you go.
Most people never know when they start being depressed. They never know when at one moment do you start being depressed. You never know where you start, but you always know where you at the end.
Yeah, exactly.
I have to, because you said something, and I'm watching the people write. I have to jump in on that part that you said. It ain't about the training, but I don't trust you, and that's what makes a successful leader.
Yes.
Is not trusting.
Yes, sir.
Now catch this. A eagle.
Come on.
A eagle.
Yes, sir.
Have to force they babies to fly. Most times we have to force it.
Yeah.
This is what an eagle does.
Yeah.
An eagle takes their little baby,
Yep.
right? They go up. They don't go down.
Yes,
they
sir.
fly up.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And they go as high as they can.
Yes.
Now watch this. They let the eaglet go.
Yes, sir.
And they just have to trust the fact
Yeah.
that before you hit the ground,
Yeah.
you're going to have to learn. Sometime we're not going to trust them.
No.
But we're going to have to just throw them up
Go ahead.
and just go ahead. Because I can't die
Wow.
in this season.
Come on.
No, this ain't.
And so I'm going to drop you so that I need you to see the ground. And if you see it, you'll learn how to fly. Sometimes we just got to drop it.
Let 'em do it.
Sometimes we got to let these kids go.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to let things go.
Yeah.
They ain't going to get it because you holding on to them.
Yeah.
Come on.
Sometimes I don't trust you, but I'm going to let you go. And I promise you,
Yeah.
they'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
You got something to say before I jump in?
I want to say this. I want to say this.
I got something
Thank
to
you.
say.
Thank you for catching me, 'cause I want to say this. This is why healthy communities
Come on.
Yeah.
built. Communities that are built where they're having dialogue and they're getting information on how to endure the stress test.
Yeah.
If I'm all spiritual
Come
and
on.
I'm not natural, I'm going to miss everything that God has called me to accomplish. I must become what they call balanced.
Yes.
And so just because I'm anointed and I can prophesy and I can do miracles in Jesus' name, it does not mean that I'm not anointed if I'm sitting there talking to a therapist.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
It simply means if I'm talking to a therapist, that means there's some common sense that I got in my brain.
Yes,
To
yes.
say, you know what, this is going to help me to endure the stress test.
Come on. I love it. I love it. We need a couch.
We need a couch.
We need a couch.
couch.
And the more
on.
anointed you are,
Come on.
the more couches you need.
Come on.
couch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh no, y'all ain't gotta say
Yes.
nothing. See,
Yes.
you want to be great.
Yeah.
But there's something come with that greatness.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You want to be in leadership. Be careful what you say.
Yes, sir.
Because leadership have a way of changing your whole desire.
Woo. Oh, you said it. You said it properly.
I'm telling you what
said it.
I know,
You
not
said
what
it.
I heard.
You
Right.
said it.
Right.
Change your
One thing I heard Bishop T.D. Jakes.
Yes, sir.
Bishop T.D. Jakes said he was live on the show, and he said, and when the Lord blessed him, and he went from a storefront to a mega ministry, he said he was walking through the airport, and he said this little old man came up to him at the airport and shook his hand, and Bishop Jakes said he just thought he was just happy to see him, and he said the little old man grabbed his hand and shook his head and started looking at him. And Bishop said it kind of puzzled him.
Yeah.
And he said, the old man then spoke to him and said, I feel sorry for you. He said, oh my God, you've lost something.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Bishop T.D. Jakes said, he said, what did I lose? I lost my anointing? I lost, what did I, he said he was puzzled.
Right.
He said, it wasn't till later on
Yeah.
that he found out what he lost. Wow. He said, I lost my freedom.
Jesus.
Yeah.
When you are in a certain place, see, you asked to be there,
Come on.
Right.
but once you get there, you don't know what you're losing.
Yeah.
You're not normal no more to certain people because now they look at you as if you're God.
Wow.
Yeah.
Woo!
Wow.
So he said he lost normalcy. He said, but not only that, what bothered him the most, what hurt him the most,
Yeah.
he said his kids lost almost a father. Wow. They lost being normal.
Yeah.
Because now they known as Bishop T.D. Jakes' kids. And so nobody look at that. I want to be rich. I want to be famous.
Right.
You can get there,
Yeah.
but you're going to lose something.
Yeah.
That's a price.
Yes, price.
You're going to lose something. And the question then, it comes up, what are you willing
To lose.
to lose?
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, come on, come on.
Now, okay, because I'm gonna come from the barber standpoint.
Come on.
Again, when it comes down, you know what I'm saying, to freedom and stuff like that, one of my minister clients, I service, you know what I'm saying, quite a few ministers and all that great stuff. And one of my minister clients, they decided to ask me, like, Tyshawn, why are you so open? You know what I'm saying? Especially by me being a former, you know, being in, I mean, I'm still in church.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying, former, you know what I'm saying, like being praise and worship leaders, having my own group and being a gospel artist and all that great stuff. And with that background and whatnot, them knowing that I do know God.
Yeah.
I do hear from God. I will prophesy every now and then. I do have a word in me. You know what I'm saying, and whatnot. But with that being said, with me being in the barbershop, they would ask, like, Tyshawn, why is it that you're, you know what I'm saying, that you're just so open in front of, you know what I'm saying, especially in front of your pastor, your own pastor, and your pastor clients and all that great stuff? I said, because y'all can't.
Come on.
Woo!
Come on.
I said, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Come on.
I be open because y'all can't. First of all, Tab Boulevard DA Studios. Let's shout that out. That's my shop. And it is a safe place for all people.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Quick shout out.
Yes, sir.
Shameless shout out. But no, with that being said, you know what I'm saying, like, I want everybody to be comfortable and whatnot. I live out loud so that, you know what I'm saying, like, what you're not able to do, I'm going to do it. So if I want to have me a cup of wine,
Yeah. Yes,
Wow.
Sir. Yes, sir.
I'm going to have it right in front of my pastor.
sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
Wow.
stay true to your own
it.
convictions.
That's
it. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I don't have that conviction.
it. Yeah.
If I want to have a glass of wine in front of my pastor clients or in front of my own pastor, I will. And I may have 2, I may have 3, I may have 4. You know what I'm saying? As long as I don't act up too
Yeah. Well,
You know what I'm saying? But like, no, seriously, y'all lose y'all freedom.
Yeah.
wait a minute. I'm glad you said that. See, this is the stuff that I wanted on this talk show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, and I really hope y'all pay attention to what I'm getting ready to say, because it's going to be deep, and we ain't even got long. The show getting ready to go off. You have to be careful as a leader, because if you don't have an outlet,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
you would turn to drugs.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh no, y'all
Yes,
better hear
sir.
me.
Yes, sir.
You would turn to liquor.
Yes, sir.
I've seen
Yeah.
pastors,
Yes, sir.
without naming a name, and some of y'all may know it, had 8,000 members. But after he got done preaching, nobody knew, but they found out later that he was on drugs.
Jesus.
No, 8,000 members. What was a person like that going through so bad?
Yeah.
8,000
Yeah.
mega ministry.
Yeah.
But when you leave the pulpit, you have to turn to drugs. There was no outlet.
Yeah.
There was no outlet because you want us to be perfect.
Wow.
Can I be fully honest?
I'm just being honest.
Man.
To be fully
I'm being
transparent,
honest.
you know what I'm saying?
I'm being honest.
It's the fact that a lot of praise and worship leaders, artists, gospel artists, and preachers and ministers and all that great stuff, they not waiting to after the sermon. It's during.
Yes.
Wow.
Absolutely.
A lot of them are high, you know what I'm saying, drunk,
You ain't got to
tipsy,
tell
or
me.
whatever the case
Yes.
may be.
Yes.
And then the foolish people who believe they are identifiers in the spirit,
Yep.
they
Uh-huh.
automatically assume they was anointed,
Yes.
not even knowing that this person is tipsy.
Let me tell you
They
something.
high.
One of the bishops got on and he confessed. He said, when I was a musician, I was going through so much. And y'all probably seen it.
Yeah.
Because it went viral. He said, I was going through so much. I was a musician before I became a bishop. He said, I was dealing with so much because everybody was pulling on me. He said, I started getting high while I was playing. Before I got on the organ, I was high. He said, that's the only thing that helped me block everything else out.
Yeah.
Wow.
See?
Then the people goes and say, at the time, they didn't even know he was high when he confessed it. And they said, it seemed like he was the most anointed. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
While he was high. See, we don't dig into that
Yeah.
because we don't see them as humans.
There we go. There we go.
We don't see them as,
There we go.
who can a
There
leader
we go.
talk to and tell you what they're dealing with without you judging them or calling them weak?
Yes.
Right.
Come
right.
on.
Right.
Or saying, well, you got a relationship with God. Why are you going through that? See, that's not fair. That's not fair
No.
that you are prejudged,
Yes, sir.
watch this, but not helped.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then a lot of times,
No,
honestly, it's out of everybody else's ignorance anyway.
Yes.
It's really out of because you don't know the Bible enough. You don't know theology enough. You don't know context enough. You know what I'm saying? To where
Wow.
you wind up judging people, you know what I'm saying, based off of your own uneducated opinion.
Wow.
Woo! Jesus. Pastor, say something before we leave.
Because
say
when
something.
you get done pouring out to everybody else and you're left empty,
Come on. Come on.
who's going to fill you back up? And so here's where the spirit of depression comes in. And watch this here. The spirit of depression will cause you to think that it's your buddy.
Woo!
Because they don't understand. He'll tell them they don't understand you. Come on, let's go to a secluded place and let's have conversation. And that's where the danger comes in. When you go to a secluded place and have conversation with a spirit of depression, it's almost like it's almost like it's like a drug. It's like a drug. And watch this. It's a progressive. It leads to a progressive sadness.
I'm just gonna tell you this, and Pastor Gavin, I want you to give me. I want you to give me some last comment. Listen, God looks. Man, I ain't got time. I'm running out of time. Nobody ever seen the scripture the way God gave it to me.
Yeah.
Okay, the best and the most privileged man in the world was called Adam.
Yes, sir.
All right? Adam experienced something that no man on earth ever experienced. And that's the personal creation of God. He had the personal breath of God. He's the only man that God breathed into. So he experienced something that no other man ever experienced, right? Number one. Number two, he was so gifted until God trusted him, watch this, to name everything. He named everything, right? All right. Now, after he named everything, he was so gifted because he got the creation from God that when God looked down from heaven and looked into a garden that he put him in, God saw something that Adam was doing that he didn't like. Lord have mercy. Now, God didn't see it while he was working. It was after work. See, you gotta catch this. You gotta catch this. The most dangerous thing in the world is to try to get by yourself and become idle.
Yes, sir.
Because you will start doing stuff you ain't got no business doing. And the Bible said, nobody ever looked at this. The Bible said, God looks at Adam and said, oh Lord, it's not good
Right.
for man to be alone.
Come on.
So the question is, we ain't got time. What did God see Adam doing that he didn't like?
Yeah.
We'll dig into that. Come on, give me your last comments because I got 60 seconds.
All right. All I'm going to say is this. Know that it's all right not to be all right. You can't do that no more. Know that it's all right not to be all right. It's okay to know that you are not all right. And that means get some help.
Listen, thank y'all so much. Woo! This has been a phenomenal first episode in season 1. Every Tuesday night, we're going to deal with a topic. We're going to have special guests to come on here because we want to help you. All right? I need for you to sow that seed right now. I need for you to keep this show going. I want you to be a blessing. I'm not going to tell you what to give. This is not what that's about. I just want you to allow God to speak to you. Let me just tell you this. What we're doing right now, it's not strange. Every talk show from Oprah on down had to be sponsored. Every show. Because money answereth all things. And I want God to bless us. Our production team is doing a fantastic job, but they can do more if the seeds start coming in. I want you all to be a blessing to this show right now. If this show was a blessing to you tonight, I want you to be a blessing. The ways to give is on the screen, and I want us to be able to. So thank you all so much to all of my guests. I appreciate you all being on here tonight, taking time out of your schedule to come on Let's Talk with The Rock. Listen, I pray that God will bless you all, and everything that you are dealing with in your life, I pray that God will give you the right direction to go in to find healing that can help somebody else. Till next time, this your boy, Prophet Rock. I love you all so much. Continue to pray for us. We are opening up every avenue, and we're doing what God wants us to do. I need for you to remember these words that I'm getting ready to say. If you lose everything and you still got Jesus, you have enough to start over again. And this is something that God gave me during the pandemic. And I'm going to leave my show every time saying it. Don't get so caught up into washing your hands until you forget to clean your heart. Because only the pure in heart shall see God. We love you. Till next time. All right? God bless you. God bless you. It's your boy, Pastor Antonio D. Rockamore here. I am super excited to bring good news to you. What is our good news? The prophetic conference is back. Yes, I'm excited this year that the conference is going to be held in Houston, Texas. You need to go and log on right now and register. www.adrministries.com. Again, you need to register at www.adrministries.com. God is going to meet us in Houston, Texas. We have some phenomenal speakers that's going to grace us in Houston. Apostle Perry is going to be there to deliver a mighty word from God. We also have Prophet Marcus Thomas. We also have with us Prophet Dr. Brian Mosley, and the one and only, the bishop himself, Bishop Todd M. Hall Sr. I am looking forward to you all meeting us there, July 27th through the 30th. You need to be there, and you need to go online and register right now. I promise you, you will not leave the same way you came. So again, go on and log on right now, www.adrministries.com, and meet us there. It's time to move forward. This your boy, Prophet Rock. I'll see you there.